loves, welcome to my channel. My name is Mariana and you're watching Lucifer's Library. In today's video, like I said, I'm doing a book unhaul because I got a bunch of books. My bookshelves just aren't inspiring me. Now, we're gonna go through my books, not my sister's, because my sisters are over there, but this entire wall, there are 4 bookshelves, this entire wall is mine. And I'm just gonna go through some books that I just don't think that I want to keep anymore. There's not a lot, but the ones that are, I'm just picking based on the factors whether or not I'm gonna reread them or I want to keep them and what kind of feelings I have towards them, whether I'm dreading reading it or not. So without further ado, let's just get started. I didn't want to do a book unhaul this recently, like this soon, because I just did 160 book unhaul. And if you don't know, my sister and I do have weekly giveaways on Instagram, so join us. My link is down below. We do weekly giveaways. The giveaways are announced every Monday and you have time to enter until Sunday. Regarding the books that I'm going to be talking about today, if my sister wants them, they won't be in the giveaway. But if my sister doesn't want them, they might be in a future, or they will be in a future giveaway. The books that inspired this are the Dune series. First is Dune, then is Destined for Dune, and then Shades of Dune. And I believe there is a 4th book as well. Now, I bought these books in hardcover, which is the reason why I didn't want to haul them. I love books in hardcover, and they're really expensive, and I like the way they look. I don't want to give them away. However, the second book just isn't for me. And the third one, I just don't feel that much joy towards. I'm not saying that these are bad books. I'm just saying that my tastes have changed so much that I think I'm just ready to let them go. Also, the first book was a definite 5-star read, but I think the second book I read at a time where I wasn't interested, and that was my problem. So these are still very solid, very good books, but they're just not for me anymore. And that's okay. I'm letting them go. For the next books, I have no idea which ones I want to give away or which ones I want to keep. Okay, I'm just gonna be very harsh and I'm gonna choose the books that I don't feel that attracted to. So I'm gonna go with Arcane, Angelus, and Covenant. I don't know what it is about these books. I bought all 3 and I've read none. My sister read the first one and she gave it, I believe, 1 star. And I don't think that I would have hated it as much as she does. My sister and I have very different tastes, but I haven't picked these books up yet and I don't think I ever will. Honestly, at this point, I'm just so used to them being on my shelves that I'd find it weird if they weren't. And they're just like a staple, but that's the problem. I am used to them being on my TBR, but I don't think I have the actual intent of picking them up. So we have Arcane, we have Angelus, and we have Covenant. And for these, I'm sure they're gonna go into a giveaway someday because my sister will make sure, because she hated the first book. But I kind of doubt it that they're this bad. I don't trust my sister on this. I don't know why. I just know that we have very different tastes. I'm unhauling Halo by Alexandra Dornetto. I think my sister will want this one. The reason why, I'm not really interested in buying the rest of the books, and I think I'm just gonna get the ebook or the audiobook for this. I don't know, I'm just not that into it. Like, I've been putting it off for a while, so it's fine. This is one of the books. And I think my sister will be keeping it until she reads it. And then the next book is the Book Lovers Appreciation Society. This has a bunch of authors. This is, I believe, is it anthology? There are a lot of prominent writers who have joined this, like Cecilia Ahern, Sophie Kinsella. I'm not into anthologies, and I'm not into this like contemporary genre as well, so I'm gonna just put it down and call it a day for this book. Now, I could do Golden Vampire. I know that I had it in my book unhaul, but I want to read this book for a video. Is it really worth it? No, I'm gonna unhaul this. All right, we're making space. A book that I have started. I got 16 chapters in 116 pages. But I just don't think I vibe with the writing style as much. And something has been keeping me from picking this book up again. Because I did have it, I believe, in August on my TBR. I think that I wanted to read it. I think that I did. But I'm just not interested, to be honest. Not as much as, you know, interested in other books. So I'm just giving it away. I'm mainly going through my unread books, like my TBR, because all the books that I do have, like the books that I have read, are the ones that I genuinely want to have. So my TBR is currently my priority. I'm gonna shorten it a little bit. The Summer Without You by Karen Swan. There's no reason for me to not like this book or for me to give it away. I actually adore summer books, and I'm just not at that place in my life where I would read post-college kinds of books. I don't know, when I was 17 I wanted to read books about 17-year-olds. I didn't want to read books about college. Now when I am 23 years old, I do want to read books about 23-year-olds. So I'm just not at that point in life yet. All right, I'm gonna talk about two books: Endgame, The Complete Training Diaries, and Endgame, The Calling. My sister said that this author, James Frey, writes under a different name, and he wrote, I think, that I'm number 4. So I didn't know this when I bought these books. I thought they were interesting, the covers look interesting, but I'm just not into, I don't know what these are about. I don't know if they're sci-fi or whatever they are. I mean, there's no hype. I haven't heard anything about these. Therefore, I'm not that excited about them. I think I'm gonna give these books to my sister. I think she's gonna want to take them. And then we have The Immortals by Alison Noel. We have Shadowland, and we have Blue Moon. I think these are book 2 and 3. I'm not exactly sure. The first book we have in Slovenian. I have included it in a previous unhaul. I'm not gonna I bought this book for €4. I'm not gonna be keeping these. I think I'm gonna check them out on audio, but it's been such a long time. I kept saying that I want to read these. I don't think that I ever will. I think this is just another series that I keep saying that I want to read, but I won't. We also have Broken Sky by L.A. Weatherly. I bought this again in a local bookstore, and I don't know anything about it. I haven't heard anything. The cover is interesting, and also the back is interesting, but it does not generate the same excitement as the other books that I own do. And I believe I've just gotten used to owning this one as well, and I keep saying that I want to read it, but I will never prioritize it. I just know this about myself. It's just one of those books that's laying on my shelf collecting dust. Okay, the next one could be a very, very fast read. I know that I could read this in a day or two. My sister already read it, The Blue Moon Narthex by N.J. Donner. My sister and I were running, I don't know whether it was my Instagram or book blog. We were approached by the author and we accepted the ARC in exchange for a review. Now my sister was the one to read this book. It does sound very interesting, I'm not gonna lie. It's, I believe, is it dystopian, sci-fi, something about that. Now there are two books that I'm not sure that I want to give away, like that I want to unhaul. And those are Amanda So Discreet by Mindy McGinnis and Worlds of Ink and Shadow by Lena Coakley. These two books I got in an owl crate years ago when my sister and I shared one owl crate, and we shared the price and we then separated, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get this. I don't think either of us has read either of these books. I think bookish boxes are just a hit or miss. I don't think that the books are always going to be your cup of tea, so oftentimes the bookish boxes are a waste of money. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go give away A Madness So Discreet. It is set in an asylum, I think. And I'm just not into that kind of read right now. I don't know, I'm hoping my sister will pick it up. Now, as for Worlds of Ink and Shadow, so basically it's about the Bronte sisters who create their worlds and kind of live in them, and then the characters don't want to let them go, but they are descending into madness. When I was reading what this book was about last year, I was very excited to keep it, but at this point in life, I just don't think that I'm gonna be keeping it. So I'm respectfully declining. I mean, I could also go with Breathe by Sarah Crossan and Resist by Sarah Crossan. Yeah, the editions don't match. One is bigger than the other. Now this could be fun. My sister has a lot of books by Sarah Crossan. I think Sarah Crossan is one of her auto-buy authors, but I don't think at this point in time that I am interested in them. So I think I'm also gonna put them on the unhaul pile, but she might keep them because she was the one who gave them to me because I really wanted them. Let's see how many books I've decided to unhaul. Alright, 21 books. I would say that is a pretty good number considering that I unhauled 160 books not that long ago. So that is a pretty good unhaul, and I'm feeling a lot more confident in the TBR that I have because I genuinely do want to read these books more. A lot of them are also rereads. I wanted to unhaul another book, but no, it stays. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give it a like, subscribe. Yes, subscribe and click the notification bell and leave a comment. Help me with engagement. And don't forget to join the giveaway, to enter the giveaway that my sister and I are hosting every single week. There is a different book that you can get. You have the option. It is international. I'm gonna go. Have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye.